Last Thursday morning, I was standing in the airport with 7 bags, 2 babies, and a lot of questions, wondering, did we leave the house early enough? How is the rest of this about to go? It was our first time traveling with our twin boys who were 6 months old, and I was feeling so anxious with a lot of the unknowns. I tried to prepare myself the best that I could, but still, we had never done this before. We are well-seasoned travelers, but this was our first time traveling with babies. So, what I want to break down for you today is exactly why you need to get to the airport early, because there were different places along the travel day that required more time that I found to be unexpected, to help you feel more prepared for traveling with your twins, because I'm going to tell you right now, I highly recommend it. Number one, when we dropped off our bags, there was no line and it took us 30 minutes to drop off our bags. We had 2 car seats, a stroller, 2 checked bags, and 3 carry-on bags. The person was very nice who was helping us check our bags, but was confused. The stroller tag was on the wrong bag, etc., etc. So that took 30 minutes somehow between waiting for my husband to park the car and giving the bags over. Number 2, we traveled with breast milk. That was helping with our feeding, which I'll talk about in another video on the plane. TSA allows you to bring through your pump and your breast milk as a medical bag. However, they do have to test it. So that was another 5 to 10 minutes after going through security to wait for them to do what they needed to do. Number 3, the time between TSA and getting to the gate. Typically for us is when we refill our water, get some food, use the bathroom, maybe go to the airport lounge, and then once our gate starts boarding, then we'll get there. In this case, with babies, there's just a lot more going on. First of all, we had 3 large carry-on bags, plus we were each carrying a baby. So any extra steps just felt like more if we wanted to go to the lounge, which we tried to do, and it was too much. I also needed to feed the babies, pump a little bit for the plane to have fresh breast milk, and then do a diaper change before the plane started boarding. So that's a lot to fit in. I'm glad that we had planned for time for that, but we used up every minute that we had. And number 4, when you're traveling with children under the age of 2, you're allowed to pre-board. We wanted to get there a few minutes before the boarding started because pre-boarding is in the very beginning and we didn't want to miss that opportunity. When you hear about singleton advice, a lot of times they say one parent stays behind with the baby and the other parent goes on the plane to settle all of the things. But in this case, we each were wearing a baby, so one of us couldn't stay behind. So we all went on as a family in the pre-board, and that was really helpful to get us settled. Just one thing to think about is just to get there extra early to make sure that you and your babies are all taken care of. Follow along to hear more of our travel tips with our 6-month-old twins.